Hey, in this video we'll show you the recipe for a successful business and what actually makes a business successful. Hint, it's not what you think.
We're going to give you 3 areas that you need to improve on and even give you access to a comprehensive way where you can measure your success and find the key areas that are holding you back from being more successful.
Let's do this! Woo! Hey, we're Andrew and Pete and we're founders of Atomic, and over the last decade we've studied and worked with thousands of small business owners to find out what makes them tick and what makes them successful or not successful.
And the results have been astounding, and we can't wait to share with them right now.
Yes.
My brain just couldn't up with the it felt like it was wrong.
It was?
And the results have been astounding, and we can't wait to share them with you right now. And one of the most surprising things about this research is that, typically speaking, the things that you think are important, the things that all the marketers spout out constantly since the dawn of time, really aren't as important as you may think. And here's why.
You see, we've been absolutely obsessed with analyzing the deeper than surface level problems, holding people back from growing. For example, if let's say a web designer wanted to make more money, they will go listen to advice about how to get more sales, and they'll probably hear that, hey, you need to post more on social media and Facebook and Instagram and LinkedIn, or do more SEO or something like that.
But the deeper issue here isn't necessarily that they're just not posting enough on social media. It could be a whole number of issues deeper than that that's actually holding them back. For example, maybe they aren't charging enough, so they're constantly taking on lots of low-paying work, which means that their diary is just filled with lots of low-paying clients, which means that they've got no time to actually work on marketing their business.
Yeah, or maybe they're actually incredible at marketing themselves and they get loads of leads, but every time they get into a sales meeting, they're a little bit not so confident and maybe scare away that potential customer.
Or maybe they're just all over the place with their scheduling and they have no time to do anything because they just aren't organized enough.
There's actually a ton of deeper issues that we can categorize into 9 pillar areas that cause businesses to be more or less successful. And here's the thing, there isn't just one single recipe for business success or one single thing that absolutely everybody should be doing. Rather, the recipe for business success lies in figuring out what you're actually good at and what you're not so good at. Because when you work on your weakest area and figure that out, then you'll be released from your metaphorical cage and be released into the wild like a wild bird soaring through the sky. Or released from a ball and chain, or some other metaphor.
You're living the metaphors.
But you'll do great.
It's going off script with his metaphors.
I'm going off road with my metaphors.
Oh God.
If you don't work on your weakest areas, then you're forever going to be held back by that ball and chain.
Or the bird cage.
Or trapped in the bird cage.
So that's 2 of the 9 key pillars that we've talked about there. And to recap, sales is one. If you don't know how to sell, then you're always going to be held back. And organization. If you're not organized with your time, then your business success and your business growth is always going to be stunted. But let's talk about another key pillar that we found to be a really common one. Focus. If you aren't focused, that could mean that you're maybe trying to offer too many things to too many different types of audiences.
Or maybe you get distracted easily.
Or maybe you're not spending your time on high impact, high profitable activities.
Or maybe you just try to take on too many things rather than being focused on one thing, and then you're just too spread out and you just don't do anything particularly well.
Sound familiar? It's clear that this would massively hold you back from growing quicker. And on the flip side, working on this would dramatically make your business more successful.
We want you right now to discover which one of those 9 deeper pillar areas is the weakest for you and your business, so that you can take action right now and focus on the thing that's going to have the biggest impact and make you wildly more successful and release you from that cage and that ball and chain.
Remember the old phrase, you are only as good as your weakest link. Well, if you don't tackle that weakest link, you're always being dragged down.
So release yourself from this vice and discover your weakest area with our Success Predictor assessment.
Yes, that's right. The Success Predictor is a short assessment that you can take. And after you've taken it, we can predict how successful you are going to be based on where you're currently at and give you specific advice on how you can make your success all the more inevitable based on your personalized results.
It will literally tell you your weakest areas so that you can go and focus on them and improve them. How great would it be just to be told by someone like, hey, like this is what you should focus on next for the biggest impact? Well, that's exactly what the Success Predictor does.
So take the assessment now. It's completely free and the link is in the description. All you have to do is fill in your answers honestly, and then it will give you an overall score. It will give you a score for each of those 9 pillars and give you some tailored advice based on your score to help you improve immediately.
And again, all this is free, so just go and take the Success Predictor right now. The link is in the description below.
Let us know what you learned in the comments and we'll see you again very soon.
He's been Andrew.
He's been Pete.
We'll see you next time.
Bye guys.
Bye.